Hi everyone, this is Robin Carter and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And I went to my mailbox and my paper pumpkin for December has finally arrived. So as usual, I'm going to do my unboxing for you. But before I get started, let me thank those of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. And if you are new to my channel, or maybe you've seen a few of my videos and have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button below. So let's get started. The only thing I have done, as usual, is taken off the plastic wrap, and I have my shipping label over here, which we will use in a minute to test our stamps. So let's get started. And here's the cute stamp set. And this month, as we know, it's called Pebbled Path, our little ink spot. And that is a new in color for this year. So it's nice to get that. And before we get to the contents, we want to test our stamps. So as I tell everyone, whether it's paper pumpkin or any other stamps, you want to test them to make sure everything it was deep enough so you get a good image. I've only had a few where it wasn't, and Stampin' Up! Makes it right. But whether you're going to do this kit now or later, we need to test them because Stampin' Up! Can only guarantee these for up to 90 days. So what I do is I just take my shipping label and then I get a somewhat of a foam mat. Now this is the insert that if you get this case for the blocks, you take these out and put your blocks in. I kept the largest one to use as like a Stampin' Pierce mat. So I like to use that. So as I've only taken off the little thin plastic over the top, and I'm just going to use a full-size ink pad that I have here on my table. This one is gray granite. Now, since we're using the printing label, it's not the smooth white paper that Stampin' Up! Has. It makes such a good image. So if it's not real crisp, it's because we're not using the white paper. We're just using a cheap paper, the shipping label, to make sure everything is good. So I just ink up the whole thing, press it gently on my paper, and then lift it up. And look at that. So all my stamps appear to be good, which is nice. And I really like that font there. Isn't it cute? So I'm just taking part of my chamois to clean this off. Now, what I didn't mention before, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, I provide a sleeve for you to keep your stamps in. This is last month's. That way you can store your stamp sets and use them over and over again. If you've seen my videos, you know that I like to bring in those sets. So I'm just going to put my flimsy back on. And then I'm going to store this in a little plastic envelope. Now this envelope is what I call part of my favorite things. And if you're new to my channel, my favorite things are things that Stampin' Up! Does not sell, but I find them very helpful in organizing my supplies. So I'm going to set this aside. That way I won't lose it, hopefully. I also provide a 1-inch square of ink, and here's an example of like early espresso. That way I recommend you store your stamps upside down, and with that spot on there, you can see what your color is. So I provide that along with the sleeve. All right, back to the goodies. So if you've seen me before, what I like to do is just do a quick flip. And I didn't mention the name of this kit. It is All the Best, and it's for our December 2023 kit. So let's get to the goodies. Okay, so here is as designed how the kit is, and I really like the previews that we got of this, and we know it's part of a dandelion. So let's get into the goodies. I can already tell I'm going to have fun with this kit making alternatives. So let's see what all is involved. All right, let's see if I got all the goodies. And I save this cardboard now. I use it if I ship stuff to people just as an extra sturdy piece so it doesn't bend. If I can get the wrapper off here. All right, and here are the instructions. But if you know me, I rarely look at the instructions. But if you simply want to do the instructions, always know that the instructions are inside and it's picture instructions versus actual written instructions. So when you see things like this, it means you'll use your ink with this stamp. I believe that is the dimensionals. It's hard to see. And little things like that are the glue dots. So let's get back to the goodies because you can see that when your kit comes on. Okay, so this is a little band, and it showed us that it was going to be for an acetate box. That if you wanted to give some cards to someone, this would be a really cute thing to use. So let's put that aside. Now, another thing I like to use, and I don't have an empty one, is this 9x7 envelope. So as you can see here, I have a lot of pre-scored and cut card bases that I like to keep. And so this is part of my favorite things too. And a link to all my favorite things will be in the video box below in the description. So just click on the More button. And those are affiliate links. I am an Amazon affiliate, so those are safe links that will direct you to where I get all my favorite things. And I appreciate your support by using those. All right, we have some cute die-cut dandelions. So we have a large one. There's okay, I'll just punch them out for you so you can see. Here's one. And the large one. So especially when I start punching these out, I really like to put them in my envelope so I don't lose them. That's a large one. That one's nice. Here's another one. Very cute. And two more. So I don't know if this one's exact. Is it the exact same? Those are identical. So you get two of those. And I think this one is smaller than the other one. Yeah, it's almost that size. But anyway, so you get some dandelions pre-colored and cut. So let me put these away so I don't lose those. You get some nice ones that are gold foil on them. Can you see that? There's 3 there. All right, so we had 1, 2, 3 of these sheets of the pre-cut dandelions that I just showed you. So that's nice, a good supply of those. We have some nice rhinestones. Does it say what color these are? No, it never does. It just says, but the coordinating colors are balmy blue, crushed curry, old olive, pebbled path, and gold. So those must be balmy blue. And then, of course, our dimensionals. And oddly enough, I just have 6 glue dots. Is that correct? That's kind of weird. But maybe there's another stash in there. Let me look. 6 glue dots? Well, that's all I see. But I have plenty of glue dots anyway, so no worry about that. Now, the fun stuff that I like to make alternatives out of are the envelopes. So let's see. They all appear to be the same. And we have a big dandelion color there, and then some nice, like the whimsy of if you blow on a dandelion after it's become to like its seed. And the inside is blank. So we don't have the inside to work with, but I'm sure I will come up with something to use for this. And then our card bases. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you know I love when it's double-sided because I think these are too flimsy anyway. So I always use the thick card bases, make my own card bases out of thick white paper. So then, but when they're like this, I can cut them apart and get 2 cards from 1 card base. So let's see if there's any difference. So there's 3 of these. Very nice. And there is some gold foil down here. I don't know if that shows. Not real well. There's just some specks of gold. And then we have some nice gold foiled labels. 4 of those. And then more card bases, double-sided. So that's nice. 3 of those. And more gold foil labels, lots of them. 2 sheets of that. And then more card bases. So this is nice. We have, although this one's not decorated, we can use it for layers and such. But 3 more card bases. Oh, and there's more still to come. So this must be a card front. Let me look at what they did. That must be here on this card right here. Let's flip it over. Yes, so they're putting it actually on this whimsy of a card, but I don't think I'm going to cover up that whole thing with these. We'll see what I come up with. So 1, 2, 3 of these. Okay, so 3. We have our 9 card bases. And what I like about those long envelopes is they do hold these envelope, our card bases in strength in the whole length of it. So that way we don't have to keep up with the box. I do use the box. I gift several cards to my mother-in-law, my aunt, and our church, and things like that. And they easily fit a ton of cards. You can put them in each side by side. And then I forgot to mention we have some tear and tape. So that's probably why we only have a few dimensionals. It must be maybe for the label. I don't know. So that is the unboxing, but before I finish this video, I want to give a preview. I'm so excited about 2024, the changes that they've made to Paper Pumpkin. So I have a flyer here that I've printed off. And so we are now able to share information about the next quarter of 2024, the Paper Pumpkin. So we'll get to show you these, and then the second quarter and third quarter and fourth quarter of 2024. And each quarter, there's going to be some add-on dies that will work with these that quarter's kits. So if you've missed this, the item number for these are 164396. And in the US, they are $12. So you're going to get a love die. It looks like a little daffodil, a leaf, and then a nice label that has some stitching. I don't know if that shows very well. I also have this on my website where you can look at it. But look at January. So I'm looking very forward to this kit. And I was able to pre-order. Demonstrators can pre-order merchandise out of the new mini catalog. And I was able to order this Perennial Lavender Sweet collection that works with this kit. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this kit. There's more images, I think, of it on my blog. So check out that. And my blog is in the upper corner right there. It's also in my intro and closing image that I show, as well as in the description box. So be sure and check those out. And look here, as always, March, we get a free stamp set. And they're nice enough to give us a little preview of it. And this is a printout, so the colors may not be true. It's just whatever my printer put out. So like I said, coming very, very soon is the new catalog. Now, I cannot open this for you yet, but there are some great stamp sets and bundles in here. And then starting June 4th is when Celebration starts as well. So that means you can pick out some free items with a merchandise total of at least $50. So I'm sure we will be looking at lots of those as well. So that is my unboxing and news for you today. As I said again, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any items on your wish list, I do have a December host code, and any orders of $75 or more of merchandise before shipping and tax, you will get a small gift from me as well. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to making these alternatives, and hope you will tune in to my next videos where I share these alternatives. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.